The Liverpool star's injury is worse than expected and will keep him out until at least November. The right-back arrived from Aberdeen with undiagnosed back problems and things have not improved on the injury front since. The youngster has not played in a senior competition since making his debut for Liverpool in the League Cup win over Derby in November. Ramsey required surgery on a serious knee injury in February, which prematurely ended his first season at Anfield. The Reds decided it would be best to loan the Scottish star out for the current campaign, and he is currently at Preston, where he has yet to play. The right-back picked up an injury before the start of the season, and manager Ryan Lowe revealed last month that the player could be out for 6 to 8 weeks. That injury appears to have been worse than expected, as Preston boss Lowe told reporters on Thursday that Ramsey will probably be out for another couple of months, according to the latest reports. The defender has now returned to Liverpool's AXA training centre for rehabilitation, which players with long-term injuries often do to aid their recovery. This will be another blow for the youngster, as the main reason for his loan move was to gain valuable game time in senior matches. Calvin Ramsey was signed with high expectations to back up Arnold and continue his development. However, for the youngster, this level seems to have come sooner than expected. Romano said the Reds could still sign a special player. At one stage it looked like Liverpool would never complete their midfield rebuild, especially after losing Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia to Chelsea. But as the summer transfer window closed, they finally got the reinforcements they needed. It wasn't perfect, but the Reds have completed their midfield rebuild. However, that doesn't mean they won't add more quality to prevent the same problem they had to solve in the summer from happening again. According to the latest reports, Jürgen Klopp and his team are planning to move for a new star in midfield come January. Of course, Liverpool have already completed a midfield rebuild with Ryan Gravenberch, Wataru Endo, Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai joining the team, while Jordan Henderson and Fabinho have also moved from Merseyside to Saudi Arabia. So far, Klopp's new side are unbeaten in 4 Premier League games and have only dropped points against Chelsea on the opening day. This is the start of a team ready to return to the top 4 of the Premier League and more. If they can add even more quality in January, they could even shock Arsenal and Manchester City along the way. And that's where Andre Trindade could come in. According to Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool are preparing to move again for the Fluminense midfielder after missing out on his signature in the summer. It's not over yet, it's still something to keep an eye on because Liverpool really like Andre. They have had positive talks with Fluminense, they have good relations. Fluminense showed how strong they are in the Brazilian and South American market because they said there is no way the player can leave. It wasn't easy, but Liverpool will continue to monitor the player. This is a special player, not a normal player. Andre is a very, very good player, he said. Despite adding 4 new faces to their midfield over the summer, Liverpool would be wise to bring in Andre in January. As it stands, Endo is their only natural defensive midfielder, and the 30-year-old Japanese international cannot be used as a long-term option. Andre, on the other hand, is only 22 years old and looks set to only get better. Liverpool will, of course, be hoping to avoid the midfield crisis they experienced last season and then over the summer, making Andre's arrival perhaps more imperative than ever. We have seen in the past how effective January arrivals can be at Anfield. Virgil van Dijk and Luis Diaz, for example, were successful signings. Now Liverpool will be looking for another potential game-changer when the winter transfer window opens. Until January, the Reds will usually use Wataru Endo in a defensive midfield role. Klopp could use Ryan Gravenberch in this area if needed. But there is a lot of interest in Andre, whose natural role is as a defensive midfielder. With the arrival of Andre, Liverpool will not have a shortage of midfielders for many years to come. Considering the ages of Dominic Szoboszlai, Mac Allister and Ryan Gravenberch, apart from Endo, it doesn't look like there will be a shortage of midfielders for years to come with the arrival of Andre. Liverpool are targeting West Ham United stopper Nayef Ager. Nayef Ager has emerged as a potential target for Liverpool as the Reds continue their search for defensive reinforcements. This development comes after West Ham United thwarted Al Ittihad's efforts to secure Ager's services due to late interest from the Saudi Pro League champions, which coincided with the close of the Premier League transfer window. Recent reports have shed light on Liverpool's interest in the 27-year-old Moroccan left-back. The Reds were looking for a player with Ager's profile to strengthen their team's defensive options. Ager's versatility as a left-back fits in with Liverpool's strategic approach. Jürgen Klopp's side value players who can provide depth and flexibility in the squad, and Ager's talents make him an attractive candidate. The Premier League giants know the importance of solid defensive options. With injuries and fixture congestion in mind, Liverpool are looking to strengthen their backline with players who can integrate seamlessly into the team's high-intensity style of play. Although West Ham have blocked Al Ittihad's bid for Ager, his future remains uncertain, with Liverpool and Manchester City keeping a close eye on the situation. Both Premier League giants are aware of Ager's talent and potential. Ager's experience and adaptability certainly make him a valuable asset in modern football, where being able to play in a variety of positions can be a game-changer. Liverpool have a history of turning versatile talents into key players in their squad, and Ager could be the next success story. A player like Ager would certainly help Liverpool with his versatility. Although Ager's potential transfer is still under discussion, the club's determination to strengthen their squad is unwavering. As a result, Liverpool's interest in Ager highlights their determination to improve their defensive options. As the Premier League season progresses, it becomes increasingly important to secure versatile talents like Ager. West Ham's blocking of Al Ittihad's bid adds to the complexity, while Liverpool and Manchester City continue to monitor the situation closely, aware of the potential Ager could bring to the Premier League. There is sure to be a lot of action in the January transfer window. Manager praises Ben Doak's performance as a striker. Ben Doak made a big impression with his latest performance as a striker for the Scotland U21 team against Spain. Having made 6 senior appearances for the Reds, the youngster is highly respected at Anfield, and it seems his national team are excited by his potential. Doak started in a new role for his country in the U21 European Championship qualifiers on Monday night and made the most of the opportunity. Despite losing 1-0 to Spain, he was again outstanding, and Scotland U21 manager Scott Gemmell described it as an outstanding performance. It was an outstanding performance from Ben Doak. I would even add that there is more to come from him, Gemmell said after the game. Doak's display came after a slight positional change that saw him lead the line for the Scots instead of playing on the right as he typically does at club level. At just 17, the striker is at an age where he can be molded into a variety of shapes, and his proficiency as a centre-forward is undoubtedly catching the eye of Jürgen Klopp. The youngster will be hoping to continue to impress on both the club and international stage in order to earn more minutes in the first team at Anfield. He came on as a substitute against Chelsea in the opening game of the season, and will hope this is a sign of things to come for him in 2023-2024. Many believe that the Reds' first season in the Europa League since the 2015-2016 season will offer Doak the opportunity to showcase his talents in a European competition as he continues to build his reputation at Liverpool this season.